Hey everybody, this is Doa, and we're gonna watch another game with TLO. I don't know, he's one of my favorite players. You know that from watching other games on my stream. I'm not unique at all in being a TLO fanboy, but I do love casting his games. Of course, a very original player in a lot of ways. And we do see him playing Terran. Last game we saw him playing Protoss, and his opponent is actually going to be MTW DImaga. So we're gonna have Liquid TLO versus DImaga on Blistering Sands. Excuse me, sorry about that. I've got a little bit of a throat thing going on right now. I'm in Minnesota and it is winter, so that means inevitably at some point in these months of cold that we experience every year, we do get sick. It's just inevitable, unfortunately. So yeah, I've got a little bit of a throat thing today. I might sound a little bit scratchy. I don't smoke or anything like that. This is just pure throat ailment, and hopefully it won't impact my casting too much. We do see DImaga getting his first Overlord at the normal time. Oh, I feel horrible. But anyway, I'm going to cast this game because I love casting StarCraft 2 for you guys. And yeah, we do see TLO already putting a barracks. Ooh, a little bit of a hidden barracks from TLO. Normally, most players put something like a supply depot back here, of course, to keep an eye on the rocks. But TLO actually keeping an eye on the rocks and also putting a little bit of hidden tech there as well. And when DImaga sees this, he's going to have to wonder, am I being proxied? That's a big question that DImaga has to wrestle with right now. Actually not going to scout behind these rushes or bushes or whatever you want to call it. DImaga's got to know that something is up. TLO sending out a scout at the normal time again, and DImaga right now, this is probably going to keep him from early expanding. Never mind, it's not. He's going to early expand anyway. In fact, he has found the barracks. He knows he's not being proxied. Barracks in the base yet, so nothing to worry about there. Nothing out of the ordinary, I should say, other than a little bit odd barracks placement. But no, the barracks actually is being lifted. And is DImaga going to see this tech lab go down? He is. Actually, he's going to see the tech lab go down. Very quick tech lab for TLO too, and that's a little bit puzzling. I'm wondering what TLO is planning on doing with that. Possibly very, very fast stim marines? No, we do have a bunker going up, but no marines coming yet. So I think he's just planning on causing DImaga to pull some drones, reducing the mining time just a little bit. Yeah, indeed, he actually is going to just abandon this bunker. No, actually, it is a good old-fashioned, wow, Reaper rush. He's going to try to, well, the idea was that he was going to try to put the Reaper in this bunker, but actually, as DImaga works on this bunker, there is another bunker going up right here. And here comes the first Reaper for TLO. Actually, no, that's an SCV. The first Reaper has not yet finished for TLO, as Reapers do take a year and a day to build. And DImaga, despite these SCV's efforts, is going to prevent these bunkers from going down. TLO continuing to try to put down some more bunkers. He's going to lose a couple minerals each time he cancels, but it's not terribly bad. And here, indeed, comes the first Reaper for TLO. I want it to come out a lot faster than this, but again, it is a Reaper. And man, when's the last time you've seen a Reaper that was intended to do damage in a game of StarCraft 2? It's certainly been a while. First 4 Zerglings are out for DImaga. He is getting Spine Crawler as well. Reaper firing grenades. Remember back when we used to see tons of these guys? Back when the build time was a little bit lower and everyone would just go 5 racks Reaper. Those were the days, huh? This SCV goes down. Second SCV coming in to just finish this bunker just in time. And actually this Reaper is going to be able to fire at this Spine Crawler from the bunker. SCV will be able to repair it. Spine Crawler having to run away as the Reapers do so much damage against buildings. Second Reaper coming in right now, barely getting it back into that bunker just in time. Second Reaper is on the way. He's going to go after this Queen, but TLO needs to be a little bit careful, not wanting to lose that first Reaper. SCV does go down. He doesn't have any way to repair this bunker anymore. And TLO actually just sneaking back behind the mineral line. He does sacrifice one Reaper. He's going to just try to do some scouting with this right now, but DImaga may actually be able to catch him with these Zerglings. No, not quite yet. Going to work, actually destroying that second Spine Crawler, not even giving DImaga a chance to cancel it. Actually, DImaga losing just 100 minerals there. TLO putting down another barracks and a factory, adding on another Reaper. People have been so afraid to go Reapers since that nerf, but TLO showing here that it still can be pretty useful. Not bad at all, doing a good job with those bunkers. Doing some scouting with the Reapers as well. One Reaper very, very low right now. I wanted to kind of unload it so I could look at the health, but of course I can't do that because I'm just watching this game. There's Reaper, only has 1 health, wow. TLO making it last though, continuing to fire at that Queen. And he does have the second bunker to fall back on. And what does DImaga have to defend against this? He is getting that Zergling speed that's going to be quite helpful. Queen getting very low, down to just about 50 hit points. I'd love to go back to check out the base of TLO, but this queen I think is going to go down. There it goes. This Zergling sacrificing itself as well. And DImaga taking so much damage from these Reapers. I haven't seen Reapers be this successful in the game of StarCraft 2 since Maro versus Idra, maybe in that IEM Cologne way back in the day. And that Reaper going down for TLO. So the Reaper aggression may be finally ending for TLO, although he is going to sneak back behind the mineral line and get yet more drone kills. Wow. Lots of damage from the Reapers of TLO. Let's finally go back to the base of TLO, putting down a bunker there for defense. He does have another Reaper and some Marauders on the way. Slow and Stim are incoming for TLO. Meantime, DImaga getting his lair back at his main. The Zergling speed has finished. No sign of a Roach War or anything quite yet. Instead, he's trying to run in with some Speedlings. Bunker destroyed right before the Lings get there, actually. This Hellion may go down. No, not quite. TLO barely able to save this one Hellion. And DImaga losing quite a few Lings on that. SCV's coming in to do some repairing on the Hellions as well. And TLO with a very unorthodox opening in TvZ. Used to be a very orthodox opening in TvZ, but now a bit unorthodox. Meantime, DImaga's lair is about 2/3 of the way done. TLO expanding as well. Take a look at the army tab. TLO is quite a bit ahead right now, 53 to 34. And he is going to move out with a pretty deadly force. Marauders, of course. SCVs, a couple Hellions, and the infamous Reaper as well. Wonder if he's gotten the speed upgrade yet. I didn't notice it in the production tab, as you do now need the factory for that. For that upgrade, DImaga defending with some Speedlings and some Spine Crawlers. TLO just barely poking in there. In the meantime, the Marauders going to work on these infamous back rocks and Blistering Sands. I'm going to be honest with you. Blistering Sands is one of my least favorite maps because I hate just having to worry about the rocks. And it's like, I just want to play the game. I don't want to worry about rocks. But other than that, it's not a bad map. I should stop whining, shouldn't I? You just have to watch the rocks. And indeed, the rocks are down for DImaga. TLO bullying his way into this base. He's going to punch his mech Marauder face into the, or mech Marauder fist into the face of DImaga. I totally messed up that saying. Whoops. DImaga with quite a few Spine Crawlers though, and Speedlings getting some surrounds on the Hellions. Not quite able to pick any off though. Marauders losing a little bit of health to Stim. TLO is going to work around this mineral line again, trying to cause some more damage. DImaga having to pull all his drones off the minerals, and that's really going to be where most of the damage comes from, is this lost mining time. DImaga reburrowing the Spine Crawler, trying to get it down, but it will be taken out very quickly by the Marauders. Speedlings moving in right now. Marauders getting pretty low. TLO having to re-stim again. DImaga sending his drones back to mine. Queen poking away at some of these Marauders that are now at very, very low health. Everything of TLO at low health. Those Zerglings able to pick off one of the Marauders. These two Speedlings being a little bit lazy, finally going in. DImaga moving in a couple Lings at a time, but finally able to clean up this attack for TLO. Meantime, he does have a few Marauders, and he is going to pull back. These Speedlings are going to be able to pick up this Marauder. That one is going to go down very quickly. In the meantime, back at the base of TLO, getting his natural up into full swing. A few more Hellions and Marauder on the way. We also do see an armory being built, so possibly thinking of adding on some Thors a little bit later in the game. Not a bad idea at all. DImaga just poking in with a few Lings. These are going to go down fairly quickly. Meanwhile, back at the base of DImaga, not a whole lot of tech at the moment. Just a few Spine Crawlers. We actually do have 2 Thors on the way right now for TLO, and once those come in, I think it's going to be a bit of a death push against DImaga. TLO with quite a bit of early game harassment with those Reapers, really making them work in a way that we haven't seen in a long time in StarCraft 2. And that's kind of one of the cool things about StarCraft 2 is that things only generally don't work until somebody makes them work. And then once somebody makes them work, everyone else says, oh, that's how I use this unit in this situation. And for better or worse, that usually, increases the use of said unit. Ooh, TLO using his Special Edition account, getting those awesome looking Thors with the wings as well. These Thors have been drinking Red Bull as they do now have wings. I'm sorry. TLO putting up a bunker right now, not a bunker, a barracks at his choke. Overseer for DImaga doing a little bit of scouting. TLO also getting that vehicle plating level 1, as DImaga has been forced to make quite a few Speedlings. With the huge amount of armor rather that the Thors will have, the Speedlings won't be quite as effective against them. Hellions for TLO coming in, leading the attack, doing a scan ahead to see what DImaga has. He will not see much of anything. DImaga actually GGing, yeah, once TLO came onto the creep with his forces. DImaga knew that he really didn't have what it took to beat it, and just leaving the game right now. So TLO with a bit of an unorthodox, for today anyway, opening with those Reapers, able to do quite a bit of damage before following up with some Marauder Hellion into some Thors for the death push. And yeah, very interesting game from TLO as usual on Blistering Sands. Again, thanks for watching. Glad to see all the comments in the cast. I love reading those. I do read everyone, even the criticisms. More breaking the caster curse coming here in the future. In the meantime, this is Doa. Keep playing StarCraft 2, guys, and I'll see you on the next cast.